15th December 2020, recording this from Gurgaon, which is in where winters has set in. It's a cold day out there. Now, how would you feel if you see me walking in a t-shirt and jeans outside in the cold? You would think I'm cuckoo. You would think I'm mad because seasons have their own dress code. If it's cold, one tends to cover up, right? If it's hot, warm, one tends to dress appropriately. Similarly, just the way the seasons have a dress code, there is a dress code for leadership. And let me share with you what that dress code is. That dress code is humility, without which a leader is undressed. Now, you may ask me, why did I choose humility and not something like competency, integrity, and any other trait which you would talk about, or good communication skills? Let me explain why. The first is the disclaimer. I'm a consultant. I have come across many people, irrespective of the hierarchy in their organizations, whether they're CEOs or junior managers or even the front receptionist. We meet across. So it's based on observations of hundreds and thousands of people who whom I've had the good fortune to meet and interact with. So why do I believe leadership is the dress code of humility? When I'm talking about leadership uh, and I'm talking about humility, I'm please do not confuse with servility. It's not like yes sir. That's not the humility which I'm talking about. What I mean by humility is the lack of vanity. A humble leader, to me, when I reflected very deep on this, is why what brings humility? It is when a person has set very high standards for oneself, and he or she knows that I need to go up to that level, right? And I'm on a journey to go up to that level, which is what Dr. Carol Dweck talks about as a growth mindset. Whereas, not so a leader who's not clothed with humility but vanity is a person who had set standards and he they never believed that they would reach those standards. So they have achieved those standards, and suddenly that makes them say that my God, I've achieved everything, right? And this is not definitely a growth mindset. Now, why is this important in a leader? Because a leader who has set a high standard of oneself will ensure that they will drive the team also to rise and achieve those high standards. So, because he or she is self-driven, they are self-driven. They make sure the teams are also evolving and self-driven, and that's the main job of a leader. How do you develop a team? Whereas, think of a leader who is not having humility or who's having the dress code of vanity. Because he or she is achieved, there is a sense of complacency which creeps in. There's nothing more to learn. I know everything. So I have reached this level, which is way above what I thought I will reach. So I know everything. And we all know complacency is the start of decay. A leader who is complacent will ensure that complacency spreads down the team and decay sets in. And decay, as all of you know, is a very slow poison. So rarely it gets detected. And by the time it gets detected, the leader has moved on to different roles. So it's actually more dangerous. So that is the reason why I firmly say that humility is a dress code for leadership, without which the leader is undressed. There are various traits where I see these things happening. I see leaders, irrespective of their levels of hierarchy, talk and respond. It is etched in every aspect of their behavior. They will treat the person who serves them tea, to the security guard, to the vendor, to the team members. There is a constant common factor which is linking those behaviors. They don't change their behaviors according to the person in front of them. The courtesy and humility is the same. Whereas people who are vanity, here there is no consistency of behavior. No. With people down the line, or people who are not, if I may use the word, not in the same hierarchical plane, or lesser hierarchy of plane, they will be very autocratic. They will be very dictatorial. But above them, they will be showing a different face. And this is what Jack Welch used to talk about: kiss up and kick down, which is actually stemming from vanity. So, when you are looking at evolving leaders, please remember it is okay. Sometimes in our journey of life, we forget that what is humility. We are naturally toned to show courtesy and humility to people from whom we need something. But I think true humility is a way of life, and it has to be embedded within. It gets reflected everywhere. It cannot be turned on and off like a charisma or a light depending on the situation. It is either there or it is not there. And I think all of you who are aspiring to be leaders or who are leaders who are wanting to evolve themselves need to reflect on this. What is your LQ? What is your leadership quotient? What is your humility quotient? And take steps to build on that. Self realization is the best way to do it. So, talk with a trusted person, take his or her view, and see whether you come across as a leader who's dressed with humility or not. Thank you for watching. More on this later. Bye.